2, nutrition. When it comes to nutrition, this is going to be one of the most difficult things to change, and this is all habitual. What we wanted to go over 3 simple things that we could change immediately, right now. Things that you can change right now without changing everything in order to begin a new habit. So, we're not going to talk about changing the types of foods that you eat. We're not going to tell you not to eat anything. We're not eliminating anything. And we're going to start with 3 simple steps. And the first simple step that we can do is timing. We want to change the timing of what we're eating now. So we're not changing any foods. You're not changing any foods that you're eating at the moment. You're just going to simply start by changing the timing in which you eat them. So let's just break this down simply. Carbohydrates, what are they used for? Energy. Protein, what are they used for? Rebuilding. Vegetables, fruits, what type of nutrients that they have? What are those good for? So vegetables are going to be, again, in nutrient-dense food, so they're going to be help at repairing and healing the body. Fruits have some sugar in them, so they're going to be more energetic type foods. So if you're your own coach, when do you need the energy? In the beginning of the day or at the end of the day? At the beginning of the day. So we want to have our foods, the carbohydrates that are for energy, the fruits that are for energy. We want to eat those in the morning. And when do we not want to eat them? In the evening. So what do we want to eat in the evening? What's your body doing at night? What's your body doing when it's sleeping? It's healing. So in the afternoon and evening, we want to have our proteins and our veggies. So again, we're not saying do not eat anything. What I'm telling you is just simply start by changing the timing. Have your carbs and sugar foods in the morning and have your protein and your vegetables in the afternoon and in the evening so your body heals. Step number 3, addition. And one thing that we want to do in order to change a habit is simply add foods that we normally wouldn't eat but that are good for us. So if you say you ate McDonald's 3 times a day. I'm not saying to stop eating McDonald's right now. Simply saying to start adding something healthy to each of those meals that you normally wouldn't do. So say in the morning, you're going to add an apple to your McDonald's meal. And I suggest that you eat the apple first, and it'll help fill your belly and limit the other foods that you know you shouldn't be eating. So in the morning, you're going to add an apple. Just 1 apple, maybe even 1 slice of an apple, maybe half an apple. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Keep it simple. A banana, an apple, a pear, any type of, something nutritious and provides you that energy in the morning. At lunch and dinner, let's add a piece of a vegetable that you normally wouldn't do. Say it's 1 sprig of broccoli. It's 1 thing of asparagus. It's whatever that vegetable, green leafy vegetable. It's 1 little bunch of spinach. Again, have that with you. Eat that first prior to your lunch and do the same for dinner. And right now what you're going to do over the next days and weeks to come is simply add a fruit, a veggie, a clean piece of protein before each meal from whatever it is that you do. And what you'll notice is you just slowly the body will start to crave more of those things. You'll eat more of those. You'll be more full, and you won't be eating as much of the other foods that that you shouldn't be having, or that it's not cooperative with the body in order to lose the weight. And then number 3, transitional foods. This is to transition a food is a great way to still have the effect mentally that you're getting that same type of food, but not eliminating it. So let's say that you had cheese, for example. So instead of eating the regular conventional cheese that you have, buy grass-fed cheese. It's a lot more rich and nutrient dense. Again, We can get into other stories, whether dairy is good for you or not. Right now we're talking about is transitional foods. Instead of drinking milk, we're going to transition and have almond milk or any type of nut milk, hemp milk, macadamia nut milk. Again, you got to check for your allergies. Always run this by your doctor or physician. Know your body. But transitional foods. Instead of eating a candy bar, what else could be loaded with sugar that you can have? A banana, dates, dark chocolate. Instead of milk chocolate, eat dark chocolate. And again, I have a whole list of these. You can find the links in our book, which I'm going to find you all the references and transitional foods that you can have with along all these chapters. So right now, the biggest three things that we're going to do with our nutrition: start to change the timing in which we eat them, start adding good things to our meals, and thirdly, you're going to work on transitioning away from certain just same type of food, just the makeup's going to be a little different.